Hey guys, Tia here at B5 Designs with a Hobby Lobby haul, and this is primarily clearance. They've started another clearance, and then their Christmas, this makes no sense to me, their Christmas is 50% off, but their fall is 40% off. So I just got 3 things fall, and they all go together, and I don't know, whatever 40% off of $3.99 is. This one says thankful, and I think you can stick a picture in there or something. So thankful, grateful, and blessed. Those will go on one of my 8 gazillion tiered trays. I have a lot of tiered trays, but I haven't really been decorating them, but I do want to do one for fall. I do want to decorate a little bit for fall. It's such a hassle. Anyway, Christmas, I picked these up. I don't know. I like to do these and stamp them in my junk journals or creative journals or even just on layouts. And then when my granddaughter or my grandkids come over, they can mess with them too. And they were $2.49 and 50% off. So I did get those. And then sticker wise, I'm missing something Christmas that I got, but I think it is probably sitting over here because I tried to take everything out of the bag. But sticker wise, I picked up these. I just thought they were really cute. $2.99, so 50% off. So what, $1.50? Not all of, I really like traditional Christmas, but I don't mind the pink pastel Christmas either. I picked these up. I think I might already have these, but I'm not sure. So I got those, and then I got 2 of these. I just love this like evergreen look, wintergreen, and I'm pretty sure I have the paper from last year, and I might have something from Hobby Lobby, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's as well. So these were half off of $2.50, so $1.25. And then I really liked this wintergreen washi tape, $2.99, half off, so $1.50. Thought it was pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was thinking there was something I was going to maybe do. If nothing else, I'll use it somehow. I got these as well. This is the other thing that I thought I lost. And it's Christmas tree die cuts, but I thought they went with that theme. So I might use these like on the front of little 3x3 cards, to and from cards, whatever. But you get 20 in here. So again, $1.50. So I thought that was cute. And then we're going to get into the clearance. I was shocked. I'd seen a couple of videos, but before I even knew that they had stuff on clearance, I was along the clearance wall and I saw this little guy. And my grandson turns 3 and we're having his party at the end of September. He actually turns 3 on the 9th. And then my granddaughter turns 3 on the 10th. So I am going to do this banner up, and mommy can hang it when we all, or I'll have daddy, I'll give it to daddy before then probably, because I see my son every week. We do Bible study together, which a lot of times just turns into us visiting, and then it just depends on if we have a lot to talk about. But so excited. My birthday's tomorrow. And so where all of this came from is my husband said, hey, go to wherever you want to go. I know it's your birthday. Get what you're wanting. And then he said, I'm still getting you something too, but go shopping. And then I also have a big Happy Planner haul coming. And I actually did 2 orders and I got some of it, but the other stuff hasn't shipped yet, and it's all from their 80% off clearance. So yay, and no, I don't need it. But anyway, so I'm going to try to get this made up for him. I did a banner for my other grandson's 5th birthday, but I don't think I did a video of it, but I can't remember. Anywho, in the wood pile section, the only thing they had that I thought would be of use to me was these if I decided to make more washi wands. So I could get 4 washi wands total, I think, out of this. And I think this was the last 2 that they had, so I went ahead and grabbed them because 62 cents. I don't know if the wood pile stuff ever comes on sale. I wish they would have had the tops. I would have grabbed those too, but they have them, but they weren't on sale. So then the rest of it is, I got these scribble stuff pens. I really don't know what they are. I haven't, but I seen $4.99 and I have an obsession with this stuff, and it says it doesn't smudge. So I went ahead and picked them up. They have a bunch of their markers in the crafting section on clearance, just so you know. And I did go ahead, I love jelly roll pins, and I picked up 2 packs of the white. They were clearance down to $1.49, so half off. And you get 2 bright white inks in here, so they're not sparkled or anything. These can be used, I believe, if you want to white out the lines in your planners, to put like a clear sticker over it. You want to white out the line, I think you can use these for that. They do have other packs of jelly roll pins, like 8 packs on clearance. They're $9.99, I think, on clearance. So I did get that. And then they do have a few Tim Holtz items on clearance. So I picked up one of these, which is the folio folders. And again, they're just half off. I haven't opened these up to see what exactly they do. The only other thing, I got this one. I actually got 2 of these, and it's a pocket folio, but we're all going to the zoo on Thursday, and it's to celebrate a combined gift from my son and his wife to their 2 sons, the one that just turned 5 and the one that's going to be turning 3, to our big Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo. And one of my sons is not going, and my oldest son may not go. He's still deciding. But so I picked up 2 of these because I thought if I could get a head start on a zoo album for each family, because my granddaughter's going too, that would be great. And yeah, so I got that. And then I only got, they do have their stamps on sale, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, however you want to look at it. I have most of their stamps that they still carry as far as these go. So I did get this one because, I don't know, there's just something about stamping a brown and white image or a muted colored image onto a layout or a planner page or a journal page that I really like. And of course the backgrounds are the neatest to me, but it's really cool to do. I don't know, I just like it. So I went ahead and picked these up because I'm like 100%, okay, 99.9% positive I don't have this. So there is that. And then I did pick up one planner thing, and that is this Agenda 52 calendar, $8.99 down to $2.24. They had 2 others, but the one was, I don't know, I looked at them and I didn't like them. And now I don't know if there's going to be more markdowns coming. There's not a ton marked down, but enough, you know. So I think I'll just show you the back of this. So you're getting a lot of holiday stuff and some, you know, like Happy Birthday, Merry and Bright, Happy Thanksgiving, July 4th, I Love Spring, and then you're getting the days of the week, which I like that. I like to change mine sometimes. You're getting the months, and then I mean, like, I don't really mark off Columbus Day. You get some different little, oh, those are still holidays. My work has a meeting every day at 8:15, but when I get on my schedule, I won't be there at 8:15. I won't be getting there till 10:30. And then it has numbers. I was thinking it had some quotes. I guess I thought, Anyway, so that's the only one of those that I got. But I was happy with it. And then I picked up, I only saw a couple of washies clearance. That's why I think they're going to have more. But I only got this one because I didn't like the other one. And it was only 99 cents. And I'm sure I do not have this one. I did pick up this. I love these chiffon ribbons. I haven't had opportunity, or I haven't used any yet. I do have a lot of them. So these are less than half off. More than half off. So that's good. And then I got this, which is velvet ribbon and kind of in fall colors. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know, like, I was thinking on a closure, but I don't know how that well they would tie, but that's easily tested. And then I want to make bookmarks for, I only have 2 female coworkers. Actually, I think I have 3, but the other gal works out in the field, so I don't know. I might have to think about that. But I want to make bookmarks, and I thought these chunky monkeys would be cute, because then you would, like, never lose your book. Who loses their book? I do. I finished the first Ladybug Farm book. It was wonderful. I've started on the second one, and I think they're going to be fabulous reads. This is a chunky monkey. So, yeah, I would show you it, but, well, I will show it to you. It's called A Year on Ladybug Farm. I literally was laying on my couch reading, sat it down, went to go to the bathroom, came back, and hello, my dog grabbed it. I was so mad because me and the girls at work, they both read, and so we were talking about, she only got a few pages, but we were going to do a book exchange. But I don't know. I think I can tape it back. Like I said, it's only the first few pages, but it made me very mad. I was so mad at her. Ugh, I just don't get it. Anyway, I'm just about done here, guys. So, I love I don't buy a lot of flowers because I have a ton of flowers, but I did get these. I think I haven't been using flowers in my creating, probably because I'm doing more flat creations nowadays than dimensional. But I did pick up these. I think they're really cool, just for $1.49. And then I got this one. They do have flowers included in the clearance. You know how Hobby Lobby is. There's no rhyme or reason for why they mark something down and don't. So I like these little things. So I picked up the little ducky and the penguin And the mushroom, I might have the mushroom. I picked up the stars, and I picked up the butterfly, which I might have, but that doesn't mean I won't use it again. And then they had some of these, and so I picked up the mushrooms. Because I've been on a mushroom kick, I would say that I have these, but I might not. And then the rainbows, and chances are I have the rainbows, but so they do have their buttons that they have in the paper crafting section. Almost all of those are on clearance. I did not opt to get any of those. I did pick these up. This was the last one of this one that they had, and I think it's really pretty, so I got it. And a lot of the other stuff that they had on clearance I already have, or it was very, like, they have the really dimensional hearts. But like I said, I don't really do a lot of dimension lately. If I get really into card making like I want to, I would like to start using more of my flowers, because I have a ton, because my niece got out of doing that stuff and gifted me all of her stuff, which I already had a lot anyway. And maybe in the future I'll do some giveaways. I keep talking about that, but I haven't done it yet, and I probably should, because I really want to whittle down my hoard, stash, vault, whatever you call it, just because I'm going in a different direction. And I've thought about destashing, and I might, but I don't know that I have enough viewers to where I would get anything. Like, I could do $10, a random destash. What are they? I don't even know. You get the box, and it's so much to mail for, $20 or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I can't remember who I watched, but she had picked these up. They don't have them in gold, but she thought they would be great for flower centers. And so she happened to have some flowers that she had done, and so she pulled one out and plucked one of these off and put it on the flower, and they were just too adorable. So I went ahead and got 2 of these, and I don't know how many's on here. It just says adhesive gem strips. There's a lot. This has got to have at least 100, 120. So I only got 2 packs, because I haven't been making flowers lately. I haven't been doing really anything other than working on my Halloween thing. And then I have my fairy book sitting here because, I feel like summer's winding down. I need to get out and get some pictures taken of my fairy garden and my flowers, and get them printed and get adding them in. And it just would make me feel better to actually feel like I accomplished a few pages in it. It is a perpetual. It is to add to every year starting last year. So, and then I have a Halloween one that I have started, and it's a composition notebook junk journal, but I started it a couple of years ago just to put little Halloween pictures of my grandkids in. I have one more thing I see here from Hobby Lobby. Now, I found this book underneath where they keep the pens, like the Jelly Roll pens. At my store, they're like on the very end of the aisle where they keep the scrapbooking paper pads. And it's black, full leather. It was $2.49, marked down from $9.99. It is Paper Studio, but it's a dot grid. And I've been wanting a dot grid, and I ordered dot grid paper, and I am still going to do that. Take an old Happy Planner and make the dot grid album. But I saw this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it, because sometimes you don't have enough to do, and I have, like, Barbara over at Chubby Lubby Paper Crafts. She has different sizes of books that she just takes her stickers and goes in and does a spread. She'll use her stickers, she'll use her washi tape. Sometimes she does stamps, and they're just really cool. And I like the idea of doing that because it just seems like, I've tried different things, and I am definitely not a super fancy. I'm more of a clean and simple crafter, is what I would say. I can do fancy, but it takes me longer because I am a little bit, I'm a slower crafter. So, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I love any kind of paper crafting. It is, I'm trying to get less screen time and more reading and more sleep because, battling this iron deficiency, it takes a long time to get your iron level back up there, and I am tired. I had 2 days off and I slept most of the day. Now yesterday, I got off work at 1:45. I went to Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and then I came home and I was gonna go take a nap, and then my one son stopped over and he was here for about an hour or so. And so then I was like, you know what, I think I just gotta get ready for bed. And it was like 6:30. And I was bad. I stayed up till like 1:30, but I guarantee I think it was 1:30. It might not have been. It might have been earlier, but I know I was dozing off and on throughout that time. That's just the time I noticed when I shut my cell phone off and put it over on my nightstand. Yes, I fell asleep watching a show on my cell phone. But the 2 days off that I had, I slept almost the entire day, got up for a couple of hours, and then I read a little bit, and because I finished that first book, started on the second book, and I just don't have the energy to do anything. And then today, I couldn't believe it, I slept until 1 o'clock, and that is, really a lot for me, even at staying up until, possibly, I know I wasn't awake until 1:30, but yeah, so I have been through this before many years ago when I was waiting to have my hysterectomy. I was suffering from heavy bleeding and got very, very anemic, and even they had me on medication to try to stop the bleeding. They had me on the highest dose. It didn't work. So as you can imagine, my levels kept going down, down, down. And they kept saying, "Oh, you're going to have an infusion. You're going to have an infusion." And they ended up never doing an infusion. But let me tell you, I had to wait something like 3 months to get my surgery because they didn't consider it urgent or emergency, and the doctor was booked. And probably if I would have gone into the emergency room and been like, "Oh, I'm passing out," and I was having trouble breathing, I was having heart palpitations, I was tired all the time, I was working full time, which I kept working full time. Went to work every day, and let me tell you, the day I had surgery, the next day, I instantly, no kidding, I felt better. But I was in the hospital, and I was under, medication, and when I got home, because I was still anemic, because it takes months to get your iron built back up. It's not take vitamins for 2 weeks and you're back. I got home and I was like, I don't know, we went out to my mom and dad's for Christmas Eve, and I just was like, oh boy, I shouldn't have done this. And then there were so many times when I was going down, like I was going to pass out, and my husband would come up and catch me. Are you okay? Are you okay? And I remember going in for my follow-up, and the nurse was like, "Oh, you don't look good, and we're gonna have to see about getting you an infusion and a blood transfusion." And I was like, "I am not." I was like totally opposed to having a transfusion. I just don't know, that just was like, I don't know if I want to have somebody else's blood in my body. That sounds weird, but anyway, I am hoping it doesn't come to that. Right now, I started on a lower dose of iron because the higher dose I couldn't do. It just, with my stomach issues, it just did not go well. And then if this doesn't work quickly enough, or as quickly as my doctor would like it to do, then we're going to have to see if I can do IV infusions. Along with, I'm doing the B12 injections, which I do myself. So I'm like, just put me on an iron shot and I'll do that myself too. Because I know how to do all that stuff, but I couldn't give myself an IV, but I don't know. I don't think my insurance will approve it. So anyway, that's the chit chat with that. So hopefully, and I know some people say, but you feel good enough to go out and shop. Trust me, when I go into these stores, I'm kicking myself the whole time. And I'm not like going around and looking at everything either. What I went into Hobby Lobby to get, I went right to it. They had one, it's a jewelry thing that I wanted, some charms, but one was missing. And so I was like, well, I'm not getting that. And then I thought, well, I'm going to walk over to the paper crafts, because I've seen some people getting stuff on clearance. And it's only, 2 aisles now, if even that. And then, like, the wood stuff is right next to it. So I went through that, and I was like, all right, I need to go. I'm done. And the same with Michael's. I went right to I knew right where, because you can look it up, what aisle the item you're looking for is in. I knew right where the Halloween stuff was. Went and grabbed that one pack, and then straight over to the paper pads I went, and that was it. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next crafty video. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye.